Chapter start from Ji Chun Young's apartment, where Ji Chun Young said, "Leave it alone. It needs to be marked." Pauses, then he coldly said, "I always appreciate your good work. You do well, then ruin it, again like this. Useless man." Seo Sol said, "I'm sorry, Ji Chun Young." Ji Chun Young said, "What difference does an apology make? Things that are hard to get are probably more useful, especially if used in a marked situation. It will hurt more that way." Ji Chun Young sharply said, "Are you preparing well?" Seo Sol said, "Wow. Great answer." Ji Chun Young warning, "If you don't get it right this time, either just know it's going in the trash again." He refers to the ring. Ji Chun Young on his way out he said, "It's up to you, whether you keep it or throw it away." Seo Sol quietly said, "I will keep it, Ji Chun Young." Ji Chun Young said, "During the broadcast, I will act like I don't have a fiancé. You should know how to behave." Ji Chun Young leaves. Then Seo Sol is left alone, staring at the ring. Seo Sol said to himself, "Ji Chun Young actually, well, he takes it off while filming anyway. I kind of like that he is irritable. It can't be helped." He looks down at the ring. Seo Sol softly said, "They both need to mark. Then, Ji Chun Young will mark with me." He means Yoonhyun and Seho should do the marking. But Yoonhyun and Seho have already marked. Now then it's Chun Young's turn. Seo Sol determined and said, "For the rest, I will do whatever you want. Just trust me and follow me, Ji Chun Young." Then scene shift to the Yoonhyun's apartment, where Seho and Yoonhyun are at the dinner table with the kids. Then Seho said to himself, "So, I changed the wallpaper." He smiles, then turns to Yoonhyun. Seho said, "How did you sleep yesterday?" Seho grinning, "I'm curious. I will show you." He holds out his phone, and said, "Tada! Look at this." The wallpaper is a picture of Yoonhyun and Yoonho asleep together. Yoonhyun surprised, "Hey, I slept like that yesterday." Yoonho excited and said, "Yoonho with daddy." Seho laughing and said, "Really cute, right? When I opened my eyes, Seohyun was sleeping on my stomach. I literally felt my heart stop. That's when I took the picture." Yoonhyun smiling and said, "Let me see it." He laughs, "It really is cute." Suddenly, Seohyun points at Seho's neck. Seohyun said, "Dad, there are mosquitoes here." Seho surprised, "What? Where?" Seohyun serious, "Near your neck." Seho joking, "Guess my blood must be really tasty, huh?" Then Seho said, "Seohyun has such nice eyes." Seohyun innocently said, "But there were no mosquitoes. That's very strange." Then Seho said to Seohyun, "Seohyun wants to watch his favorite show, Ping Ping, right?" Kids said excitedly, "Ping Ping." Seho turns on the TV. But instead of Ping Ping, program featuring Ji Chun Young is playing. Ji Chun Young on TV. He said, "Honestly, it's not unpopular. What I'm saying is, it's more pure than it looks." Seho confused, muttering, "Ji Chun Young. What? Since when did you get so famous that you are appearing on all these shows? So annoying." He changed the channel. Seho said, "Okay, here comes Seohyun's favorite show." Seohyun disappointed, "It's already over." Yoonhyun noticing the TV. He said, "Why is the TV on? It's almost time to leave." The kids turned to look at him. Seho quietly said to Yoonhyun, "I think Seohyun saw the marking, so I turned on the TV to distract him." Yoonhyun said, "Seriously, I have to be more careful." Seho sighs and said to himself, "I really can't lie to kids." Then Yoonhyun said, "It's time, let's get ready for school." Yoonho said, "All together." Seohyun said, "Dad's coming too, right?" Yoonhyun said, "Hold on, let me take this call first." Yoonhyun answers his phone. Yoonhyun on phone, he said, "Yes, I know." He hangs up and looks at Seho. Then Yoonhyun said, "What should I do? I have to go now." Seho said, "It's okay. Just go ahead." Yoonhyun said to the kids, "Seohyun, Yoonho, can you go to school with Dad today? I will come with you next time, promise." Seohyun shocked, "What? No way, let's go together." Yoonho said, "It's okay, Dad. You can go." Then the kids suddenly cling to Yoon. Seo smiling, oh my god. Fine, let's all walk to the front door together. Yoonho said to Yoon, Dad, will you have dinner with us tonight? Then Seo said, we will wait for you. Yoon picks them up and carries them to the door. Yoon said to child, I will definitely be home before dinner. Let's go with Dad to the door. Seo calling Yoon, wait. The kids' clothes and bags. Then Yoon, while leaving, said, Dad is heading to work now. Kids, waving, come back soon, Dad. Bye. Seo said to Yoon, be careful. Have a good day. Then scene shift to the outside the apartment, where Seo said to bodyguard, the weather is nice today. Bodyguard said, it really is. The bodyguard notices a scooter parked ahead. They both walk toward the building. Seo noticing something who is standing in front of his house. Bodyguard said, I will go first. Seo said, wait, man approaches them. Man said, are you Ju Seo? Seo said, yes, I am. Man said, I'm from the post office, sir, parcel has arrived. Is that correct? Seo said, yes, thank you. Man hesitatingly said, then I'll leave. Seo suspiciously said, parcel for me. Where is it from? There is no name. Who are you? Suddenly, the bodyguard runs after the man. Bodyguard shouting, there is no post office vehicle. He catches him and said to Seo, I got him. He is the stalker. Then scene shift to the police station, where officer says, we have already received 2 similar reports. At this point, it's hard to confirm whether it's the same person. He refers to a video shown earlier, just a brief shot from behind of a man running. Bodyguard insists, no, it's definitely him. Officer replies, you can't say that without evidence. That's not appropriate. And I have received complaints from people around here saying the noise you are making is disturbing them. Then bodyguard responds firmly, I'm sorry. Then the officer turns to Seo Sol and says, first, please take off your mask. I need to write the report. Seo Sol replies, all right, and removes his mask. Seo stares at him in shock. Is it you? How? Seo Sol smiles softly and said, it has been a long time. The officer, sensing tension, asks, do you know each other? Seo said, no. He clearly said he was a postman. He brought me a parcel. Even the voice was different. Bodyguard said, they wear caps and masks on purpose, to make it seem like they were from the post office. The officer looks at Sol, is that true? Sol responds calmly, what are you all talking about? I was just waiting to deliver something. I'm wearing a mask because I have a cold. The bodyguard protests, he is lying. He verified his identity and gave him an envelope. If you check what is inside. Seo cuts in, the envelope. The officer says, all right, let's all calm down. Please open the envelope. Seo nods and opens it. As he looks inside, he murmurs, Sol wouldn't lie, what did he put in here? He pulls out a child's drawing. Sol explains, I brought it by mistake. But I thought you might regret not seeing it. It's really cute, isn't it? Seo looks closely. Seo-hyun's drawing. Officer nods, looks like there is no issue here. Then, bodyguard protests again, how can that be? Seo Sol looks at Seo sadly. It hurts, that you don't recognize me. The bodyguard notices something. Wait, there is something else on the back. Seo turns it over and said, this is, anyone can tell, it's Yoonha's handwriting. The officer concludes, all right. Then we will agree this wasn't an attack. As for Sol phone, which we suspect may contain recordings, we will return it once the investigation is complete. We will contact you if anything else comes up. Both Sol and Seo thanks the officer and leave the station. Then we are shown a scene, where Seo coming towards the apartment with his bodyguard. Bodyguard said, I'm really sorry. All of this happened because of me. You have been completely dragged into it. I honestly thought Seo Sol was on Ji Chun Young's side. Then Seo phone rings. He said, it's Yoon calling. Seo said to his bodyguard, I'm going to pick up the kids. I will meet you again later. Bodyguard said, all right, I will wait for you. Then Seo answers the call. Seo said, Yoon, I just got home. Yoonhyun concerned, Siho, are you okay? I'm sorry I couldn't come with you. Siho reassuringly, yes, I'm totally fine. But this might be a bit of a shock for the person who is taking care of the kids. Take a closer look at it, I heard you were interviewed too. Yoonhyun said, yes, I was. Siho said, I received the kids' drawings. I will draw their portraits and send them to you. Yoonhyun said, okay, go ahead and get to work. Siho laughs softly. Siho said, Yoonhyun is so cute. He picks up a parcel and begins to open it. Siho said, I saw this earlier, it looked like they drew a family. Let's see, I'm curious about how talented our kids are. He pulls out the drawings and looks at them. Siho holding up a piece of paper and said, alright, what do we have here? Paper. Siho stares at the paper in disbelief, it's a genetic test report. It shows a 99.78% paternity match with Yoonho. This is a lie, Siho says. How is this possible? He starts to question everything. Is it really true that there is a biological connection between Ji Chun-young and my son? He mutters. To make this happen, he even hired a nanny to work at our house. Siho thoughts race. How did Ji Chun-young get involved in all of this? Could the same thing have happened before? Just then, his phone buzzing. Text from Yoonhyun, I'm looking forward to seeing the picture. Siho looks at the wallpaper on his phone, Yoonhyun and Yoonho together. He takes a deep breath and says quietly, there is nothing to be afraid of. Yoonhyun is with me. After a pause, Siho murmurs, happiness, it's hard to understand sometimes. But I won't sit back and do nothing. He sends the family photo and the genetic test report to Yoonhyun, along with a message, Yoonhyun, don't be shocked. The paternity test report Ji Chun-young sent was included with the kids' photos. I'm going to see Jinwoo Hyung first. I will explain everything in detail tonight. He says, done. Then, turning to the bodyguard, Siho says, I'm heading out for a bit. Can you pick up the kids? Yes, the bodyguard replies. You will be at the school in 30 minutes. I will be back before dinner, Siho says. The bodyguard nods. Where are you going? Gynecologist, Siho answers quickly. Then scene shift to the Jinwoo's hospital, where Siho arrives and finds Jinwoo. Hyung, you said your hospital does genetic testing too, right? Jinwoo frowns. What? What is this about, Siho? I thought the treatment was already done. Siho noticing someone leaving the room. From behind, Hahyun chimes in, we were just talking for a bit. It's over. Siho nods. Okay, thank God. Then he asks to Jinwoo, can you do a paternity test here? Jinwoo looks puzzled. We can, but why? You said you were not going to do it. Siho hands over the documents. Jinwoo examines them, his expression tightening. What is this? Is this real? Meanwhile, at the apartment, Yoonhyun looks at the document Siho sent, and shakes his head. I don't think this is real. I doubt they would hand over the documents like that. Then Siho replies, I think so too. That is why I went to Jinwoo's hospital to see if they could do a proper test. If I have to do it, I want it done there. But it will take a little time. Yoonhyun responds, it's okay. Take your time. No matter what the result is, they are still our kids. Siho smiles faintly. I feel the same way. Together, they agree and says, let's check it out. Then we are shown the next day scene. We see Yoonhyun in his office talking to his secretary. Yoonhyun says, alright, let's start from tomorrow. The secretary replies, yes, sir. Then Yoonhyun continue, you can go now. After the secretary leaves, Yoonhyun says to himself, there is no way I can go home today. It has been so many days already. He sighs and reaches for his phone. Yoonhyun said, I want to talk to Siho. Maybe that is why I can't sleep. He makes a call. Siho picks up. Siho, gentle voice, hello, Yoonhyun. What is wrong? Are you in pain? I didn't say anything like that. Yoonhyun responds, no, just hearing your voice makes me feel better. I'm just really tired. Siho laughs lightly, oh, wow. Sounds like a love story. That's just the placebo effect. Come on, finish up and get some sleep. The kids are already asleep, so don't push yourself too hard tonight. Yoon says, you must be tired too, looking after the kids all day. Seo sighs, I am. I'm not even sure how much they actually listen. But if he listen closely, he might hear Yoon coming home soon. Yoon smiles, then he cheer up, and said I'm come back soon. Seo playfully said, the kid's dad is sending you a goodnight kiss. Yoon blushes. Then he says softly, good night, Seo. Seo replies, that is so sweet. You should get some sleep too. I'm heading to bed now. Seo walks into the bedroom and quietly says, kids, the children are already asleep. He whispers, sleep well, then smiles and continue, make sure Yoon comes to see this later. He gently tucks them in and says to himself, now, where should I sleep? Just then, Yoonho speaks up, Dad. Seo looks at him and replies, Did Dad talk to himself really loudly again? Yoonho shakes his head, no. Then he asks, is Dad not coming home tonight? Seo answers gently, he said he can't come today. But he will be back in a few days. He strokes Yoonho's hair and says, you really like your other dad, don't you? Yoonho nods, yes. The food he makes is so good, soybean soup, side dishes, rice and even omelets. He's like a prince, handsome, tall, strong, and he reads comics really well. I like him a lot. Seo laughs softly and says, so that's it, but what about the rice I cook? Isn't it tasty? And the stories I tell you? Yoonho grins, yes, Dad, but you will have to work harder. Then he continues, I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow, so I'm going to sleep now. Seo smiles and says, good night, my son. Yoonho replies, good night, Dad. As we see, Seo is on his way to school with the kids, and the bodyguard is with them too. Yoonho says excitedly, I flew so high. Seo responds gently, Yoonho, sit still. It's dangerous. Seo chimes in, I want to fly high too. Seo replies, smiling, I don't think you are ready for that yet. We are almost at school, let's walk the rest of the way together, okay? Seo nods, okay. Then Yoonho turns to the bodyguard and says, you look beautiful. Did you do your hair the way we asked? Just then, a voice calls from behind them. Hello, are you Seo? Seo turns around and sees a man standing there. It's Ji Chun Young. Looking at her, Ji Chun Young says, the resemblance is clearer up close. Genes don't lie, you can't hide real strength. I remember you. Then, addressing Seo, he said, today I did my hair just the way you like it. What do you think? Does it suit me? Seo stiffens. Ji Chun Young smirks. I think we need to talk. The bodyguard steps in quickly. Don't come any closer. Seo mutters, why is he here? Then, turning to Ji Chun Young, there is nothing left to say. Seo tugs on Seo's sleeve. Dad, who is that man? Seo answers firmly, just a stranger. Seo looks confused. But, he knew my name. He's just someone strange, Seo insists. You're to go on ahead with the bodyguard. Seo nods. Okay. The bodyguard turns to Seo and said, I will be back soon. Please take care of them, Seo says. Of course, bodyguard says. The kids wave. Bye, Dad. See you later. As they walk away, Ji Chun Young suddenly grabs Seo by the wrist, pulling him close. What are you doing? Seo snaps. Since when? Ji Chun Young interrupts. What? Can't I hold you? You are lively today. Don't start whining. He leans in and continues, did you get it engraved while I was gone? Are you really going to divorce him and come back to me? He continues, didn't you see the documents I sent? I'm the father of those kids. Don't you want to know more? Seo pushes him away. Stop talking nonsense. Why would I go back to you? I don't believe that paternity test. I don't even know if it's real or not. He continued bitterly, I heard you have a new fiancé. And you are still out here doing this. Using him as a cover. Ji Chun Young scoffs. What did I even do? I didn't hit anyone. I didn't force anything. And the documents are real. He narrows his eyes. You have got nothing to do with my fiancé. Are you jealous? Ji Chun Young steps in closer again. Relax, honey. We have kids together. Shouldn't a real father raise his own children? At that moment, the bodyguard returns and he said, Ju Si-ho. Ji Chun Young fakes fear. Oh my, how scary. I don't want to cause a scene, so I will leave for now. But think it over, before the kids get older. He smiles darkly and said, I will wait for your call. As he walks away, the bodyguard asks Si-ho, are you alright? Si-ho exhales. Yes, he mutters, Ji Chun Young is insane. Why did he even show up here? Later, at the apartment, Si-ho sits down, lost in thought. The kids, they really love their dad. What is this mess? We even did a paternity test. He shakes his head. No, I don't think this is just a coincidence. He remembers Jinwoo's words, it's complicated, but it's accurate. It takes about 7 days. Si-ho clenches his fists and said, these are our children, and these are Yoon-Yoon's children.